What's up YouTube? Thanks for coming back to the channel. In this video we're going to go elephant whale watching, meaning we're going to dive into the wallets of the 10 largest holders in Elephant token, and we're going to look and see what they did the day of the exploit and what they have done since. This video is going to be a twofer because not only am I going to show you what the largest wallets in Elephant are doing, but you're also going to learn how to do this with your other projects so you can stay more informed about what the top players are doing. Stay tuned because I've got a great video for you guys. This is Into Crypto, a channel I started to share my journey into decentralized finance. Here you will get to see weekly videos of an average Joe investor, myself, start with a minimal amount of capital and attempt to make it big in the crypto space. I will show you everything that happens in my portfolio with full transparency, no matter how bad it may get. I should mention I am not a financial advisor and all my content is intended for entertainment and education only. You should always do your own research before making any investments. If you would like to join the Into Crypto community or you just want to learn more about the crypto space, please check out the links below. And while you're down there, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Without further ado, let's get into crypto. Alright, so to do this, we are going to use 3 different websites. Now, you don't have to use these websites. I think really the only important one is DBank, and I think there might actually be a couple of alternatives. But there's definitely some alternatives to PooCoin. The only reason we're using this is so you can search the token and look up the holders. And then BSC scan, that's where PooCoin will take us, and then we're going to look up the addresses with DBank and we're going to do some filtering. So let's jump into it, right? The first thing that I did was I went to PooCoin and I typed in elephant and I searched elephant money. I got the chart, and over here on the left side where it says elephant holders, I clicked that, and that took me to BSC scan. Got it pulled up right here, took me to this page, and here you can see all of the top holders of Elephant. As you can see, these first 4 are part of the protocol. These are contracts, and this is a wallet that I believe BT uses for paying out vendors, and right now I think that's where a lot of the funds that have been put from the treasuries to keep them protected. But we're not really interested in those. We're interested in 5 through 14. So what I've done is I've taken all of these wallet addresses and all of these numbers here and I put them in a spreadsheet. And so here's what they're ranked. They're in exact order. Let's see. Maybe I want to pull this out so you guys can verify it, or maybe you guys trust me. I think you guys probably trust me, so we'll just keep going. But as you can see, this first wallet here has 0.818% of the holdings, which is 8 trillion. This is the largest non-protocol owned wallet, currently valued at 683,000. So what we're going to do is really simple. We're just going to copy this and we're going to bring it over to DBank. Now I've connected my wallet. I trust this site, so I connected my wallet. If you want to connect your wallet, you can. I don't know if you have to, because honestly I connected my wallet before I started doing all this. But anyway, I've copied this first wallet address, and we're going to paste it in here and just hit enter. So it instantly pops up and you can get like a little snapshot. Like this wallet has $1.7 million on it. So that's pretty impressive, right? It shows you basically everywhere that they've held. And if you come down here, it looks like they've got a lot of money on Beefy Finance in some stablecoin pools, which kind of tells me that, you know, maybe this is a more responsible investor that's staking in, like, not necessarily low APR, because they're high APR compared to other places in the finance world, but in DeFi, I'm sure these pools are much less than, you know, the 0.5% a day, right? And it looks like they've got some cake here, which I think is a little bit more risky, but if you look at how much that is compared to these other 2 pools, you know, it seems like this person, whoever has this wallet, is doing some smart investing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to come to history. And when the history pops up, we're going to come here, right? We can't filter by token right here because we have all chains selected. But if we come here and we select Binance Smart Chain, You notice that pops up. And now we can type in elephant. And now we can look and see what they did for the exploit. So if we look at a calendar, the exploit happened on 4/12. It was 4/12 in the afternoon, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern time, which is where I live. I live on the East Coast. So let's look and see what happened. So we've got 1:10, 3:15, and voila, 4/12. So it looks like the first thing this wallet did was spend 109 BNB or 100.09 BNB and bought another 679 billion elephant. And then 2 hours later, same thing, another 481 billion elephant. So you can tell that the price had gone up. They spent the same amount of BNB, but the price had gone up. I bet they wish they would have bought 200 BNB here. But you know, it seems like a pretty savvy investor. They probably didn't want to just go all in case the price dropped a little bit more. So 2 hours later, and then look at that, and then 2 minutes later, they decided to just do it again. So this person increased their holdings. I'm like 99% sure that this wallet was the current leader at the time of the exploit, and they didn't flinch. The price dropped, and before BT even came out and spoke, this person was already buying more. So that's pretty interesting to think. You know, it doesn't look like this person has actually ever sold any elephant. They looks like they got it in the liquidity drive, and you just see 10 BNB buy, 10 BNB buy, 11 BNB buy, 9 BNB buy, 5, 10, 30, 20, 30, 100, 100, 100. So this person has complete faith in the project. They've spent $680,000. Well, now that's what it's worth. They've got worth of elephant. So pretty awesome right there that we've got that big of a whale. Now let's look at the second wallet. And you can do this with any other one of your projects that you're in. You know, I'm not sure how it works with staking protocols like Drip, but anything that there is a token available, you can do this. So let's look at the second wallet now. Come here, put in the second wallet, and it looks like this person has about $340,000. Let's go to their history, change to the Binance Smart Chain, and search elephant. So the date we want to look for is 4/12, 4/12, 4/13, 4/13, 4/12. All right, it looks like we got some stuff going on here. So it looks like immediately, right at about the time of the exploit, this person went to PancakeSwap and sold 5.1 trillion elephant. Oof. And they got 526 BNB. So that was at 1419 on 4/12. And then that same day, about an hour later, not even an hour later, it looks like they came back and they bought another 350 BNB worth of elephant. So it seems like this person might have panic sold, and now they're coming back, realizing they're coming to their senses, because look at 4/12. A couple hours later, another 176 BNB buy. 4/13 the next day, 6,300 BUSD buy of elephant. 64 billion elephant they bought. 4/13 same day, not even an hour later, 7,000 BUSD. And the trend continues. Look, the 13th, the 14th, the 15th, every day this person's buying 5,000, 2,600, 100 BUSD, 800 BUSD. So it looks like this person now is buying as much as they possibly can. But it's kind of a bummer, right? Because if you look at this number of elephant that they sold, that's 5.1 trillion. And if you look at their current holdings, they're not even 4.1 trillion. So unfortunately, it looks like they lost about 1 trillion tokens. And if we look at the chart, let's see, I've got it to the right spot here. So this was the exploit right here. This was the end of the dip. So, you know, if they sold down here and they bought the next day on the 13th, now they're buying back up here. So unfortunately, that person didn't keep their cool and they lost a bunch of elephant. It's very unfortunate. But, you know, look at all those buys and sells that everybody that was unwavering, that didn't fold, didn't flinch. Look at all those reflections we got from this person. So thank you to who you are. I'm sorry you took the hit. I'm glad you're back with us. All right, so let's look at this third person here. 0.36% of the supply, 3.3 trillion tokens valued at $275,000. Let's go here. And it looks like this person has $700,000 in assets on the Binance Smart Chain. And check this out, they've got money in Animal Farm. And you can come down here and actually see what pools they're in. And it's interesting to me when I see large wallets like this, you know, in protocols like the Animal Farm, but when you look at it, like look how much of this, it looks like responsible investing to me, even though it's still in the Animal Farm. You've got stablecoin pairs here, you've got Bitcoin, you know, stablecoin here. At least I think DOT is a stablecoin, but I'm not sure about that. Somebody correct me in the comments. I'm sure you will love to. But yeah, so it looks like we've got a responsible investor here. So let's check out what they did the day of the exploit. And look at that. This person participated in the liquidity drive in May of 2021, and they haven't bought or sold a single Elephant token since. So this is somebody who gets it. This is somebody who understands what Elephant is all about, what the protocol is all about, what BT's trying to do, and the strategy that you're supposed to have with Elephant. Kudos. Hats off to you, Xerox81D. Hats off. Let's look at the fourth holder. Right there. Looks like we have, let's see, I gotta refresh that. Sometimes it does something weird and you just gotta refresh it. Here we go. All right, so it looks like this person's got over $500,000 on multiple different chains. I don't want to get too much into that. Let's just jump into what they've got going on with Elephant. All right, looks like we got something here. All right, we're 17, 14, 14, 14. We're looking for 12, 412, 412, 412. Here we are, 412. Ooh, look at that. Lots of activity here. All right, 412, 412. Ooh, looks like this person. All right, so we start right here. All right, so the first thing this person did was redeem 6,400 trunk for Elephant and BUSD. And then they sold Elephant for 2,500 BUSD. Then they redeemed another 6,100 trunk, and then they redeemed 9,100 trunk, and then they sold all of the Elephant that they got, and then they redeemed 8,700 trunk, then they redeemed 30,000 trunk. So it looks like this person's panicking. It absolutely looks like this person's panicking. So they sold 30,000 trunk, and then they sold all of the Elephant, and they got, what they get? They got 1,300 BUSD. Then they redeemed another 40,000 trunk. And this is same day, all right? So then same day we've got some Elephant sells. And then look at this, same day, sell, well, BNB for Elephant. Now they're buying 169 billion Elephant. And then it looks like they bought 64 billion, or excuse me, 170 billion Elephant. Same day, 412. Same day, 403 billion Elephant. Now this person's, after selling a bunch of Elephant, they're just scooping it up and buying it. So this is the 12th at 1443. So now they're buying, let's go look at that on the chart. 12th, 1443. So that's like right in here. So they're buying right at the bottom. So that's probably, this green candle is probably from this person right here. So interesting. So now they're buying at the bottom. All right, and so we've still got the 12th at 1530. Looks like they're still buying. This person's even bringing in Ethereum to buy Elephant. And looks like, I think this is USDC. Yeah, they're still buying Elephant, buying Elephant. So this person is just swooping up Elephant. Can't get enough of it. They're capitalizing on that low price. 414, another buy. Oh, nope, this is an Elephant sell. So now they're selling. All right, so we've got at 0430 on the 14th. Okay, so they bought, and then went to 0430 on the 14th. Let's look at what that candle looks like. The 14th at 0430 is going to be 14th. All right. Okay, so now they're selling right in here. They saw it start dropping again, and now they're starting to sell. So this person panicked, they sold, then they started buying here, and then now we're over here, and they are starting to sell again. Well, let's go back and keep looking. 14th, so that's another sell. 17 BNB worth. It's a couple minutes later, another 30 BNB worth. And this is like 4 or 5 hours later, another 32 BNB worth. So it looks like they sold, and they sold more. So interesting, right? So this person hasn't sold since the 17th. It is now the 27th, so they haven't sold in 10 days. It kind of makes you wonder what this person's plan is. They bought a bunch. They are still the number 8 holder of Elephant, which is the 4th largest holder that is not part of the protocol. So they still got quite a bag. So I'm interested, is this person gonna sell when the price goes up? Are they gonna hold? You know, let's look at their first buy. When did they first get Elephant? Looks like they've been in Elephant for quite some time. So they've been in since the liquidity drive. So that's interesting. Very interesting. I'm not sure what to make of this person. It looks like they might have made a bunch of money on the dip after the exploit. But let's look into the next wallet. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I think this is a lot of fun. This is one of the videos that I've done without a script. I just kind of got this idea from somebody in my group. So Cohen from my Telegram group, thank you for giving me this idea. I'm having a lot of fun making this video. Guys, if you like this video, please give me a subscribe. Hit that like button. You know, that's the best way you can support this channel. If you want to take it one step further, you can join my herd. I would love to have you on my team. You just gotta go, let's see here, down here to the partner network, add my address in here. I've got a great team. We're growing. I give away 3 days worth of my earnings every month, and every month that becomes more and more money. I've got 77 people on my team. We all are very active in my Telegram group, so feel free to join. But anyway, let's jump back into it. So we got the 5th largest holder of Trunk here. We're gonna copy this address. I copied. All right. Let's see what this person's doing. I've noticed after I put a couple addresses in here, I have to hit the refresh button to get their wallet to pop up. But all right, so this person's got some money. All these people have some money. What a surprise, right? They're the largest holders of Elephant, and they've got a bunch of money on their protocol. So let's go to history, go to Elephant here. All right, we want 412. So interesting. So this person got in liquidity drive. Looks like they sold a little bit. Oh no, they bought more Elephant, 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 and bought more Elephant. But that buy was on December 2nd of last year. So this person didn't even flinch. They have held through the exploit, through the dip. They obviously understand the project. They got in on the liquidity drive. This is a long-term holder, understands the vision, absolutely tell. Kudos to you. Hats off, Xerox 6BAB. Hats off. All right, let's look at the next one. So I think you can get an idea. So far, only one wallet that we've looked at has really sold, right? And they still rebought. They bought back in. Paste it in here. All right, this person's got almost 800,000. Again, in the animal farm. What do they got in the animal farm? Look at that. This to me says responsible investor. Responsible investor taking advantage of the higher APRs on the animal farm than other stablecoin pools. So I mean, look at that. Oh, it's all stablecoin. It's all stablecoin. That's a lot of money. 376,000 in stablecoins, and this guy's getting paid. Let's look and see what's going on with his ESC. An elephant. If you guys are still watching, thanks for sticking with me. I know it's a little bit of a cumbersome video. Look at that. Another person in on the liquidity drive, hasn't bought or sold a single elephant since they got their tokens in May of last year. Obviously didn't even flinch. That's awesome. Hats off to you, Xerox 98CF. All right, let's look at this one. All right, 325,000. All right, it looks like they've got assets on several different chains. 316,000 on the Binance Smart Chain. Let's look at their elephant history. All right. 412 is what we're looking for, but we got 424 here. So, interesting. So this person is doing a lot with elephant, but doesn't look all right. So it looks like they got in on the liquidity drive, bought more, buy. Look, nothing but buys. Oh, and then they sent somebody some. So interesting. Send, and then more buys. Oh, and then we got a trunk redeem. So this might be money that they're earning in Stampede now. We got a buy, we got a send, we got a trunk redeem. So it looks like this is a major player in elephant. It looks like they're in Stampede. It looks like they're in elephant, but here, look at this. 424. So 330. So it looks like they didn't do anything on the day of the exploit. And since the exploit, it looks like they have sold a little bit. Interesting. Oh, they've sold 0.675 elephant for a very little amount of BNB. And 0.675 elephant. That's very interesting. I think that's probably the most interesting thing that we've seen, that somebody sold 0.675 elephant. That's like I want to say pennies, but it's way less than pennies. That's funny. So good job to you. It looks like you are a major supporter of our community. Happy to have you, Xerox CDC. Interesting. That's a kind of a cool wallet address. All right. Let's look at the next one. Oh, right there. All right. Yeah, I remember I was telling you gotta hit refresh sometimes. Pop up. There we go. All right. So looks like they got 220 grand on the Binance Smart Chain. Check out their history. Boom, look at that. Another liquidity drive holder that hasn't flinched. Not a single buy, not a single sell. Awesome. Love seeing this, guys. Like, these are people that have been in since the beginning, that obviously believe in the project and know what the vision is. Xerox FF3C. Glad to have you here, bud. All right. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. So far, I think it's pretty overwhelmingly positive what we've seen in these wallets. We've seen one person that's really panic sold, and we've seen another wallet that sold like 1.5 elephant. Yeah, I think that's a pretty interesting. Either most of the wallets either bought more or just held through it. Didn't even flinch. $190,000. Let's look at the history. Looks like we don't even have to filter out the elephant, but I think actually some of these are rules. All right, let's do. All right, so again, look at that. 4/12 is our date, our doomsday date. So it looks like they didn't do anything on that day, but they have purchased more since. So interesting. They bought another 111 billion elephant, spent 24 BNB. That's really cool to see these big holders. So you know these guys were holders in the top 10 before the exploit, and now they're still holders in the top 10. Because guys, you don't become a top 10 holder by selling. You invest in projects that you believe in, and you know, you stay convicted. Whoops. All right, last wallet. Thank you guys for all of you that are stuck with me. This is actually a pretty interesting video, I think. Let me know in the comments what you think of this video. This is kind of a new one for me. I tend to spend a little bit more time planning out my videos, but this one I kind of just did on a whim. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. So it looks like this person has got money in a bunch of different protocols. Let's see, Shiba, that's the first one we've seen in SHIB. That's interesting, $2,000 in SHIB. So let's go to the history. Go to the Binance Smart Chain. Look for elephant. What do we got? Last one. All right, so it looks like there might have been a little action here. It looks like they are, look, I bet you they're a liquidity pool or a liquidity drive holder. Wow, look at this. Redeem, redeem, redeem. This is somebody that's big in Stampede. Look at all this trunk. I don't even want to go through all this. Holy moly, load more. Wow, that's incredible. So this person's been in for a while. Looks like they're redeeming trunk. It looks like they're selling a little elephant, buying a little elephant, redeeming, selling. Let's see, and this is all in December of last year. Buying more, redeeming. So this is a person that's obviously having a lot of fun with elephant and the different functions, sending people money. Good for you, man. All right, well, let's go back up and see what happened the day of the exploit. Wow, I can't believe how much this person does. So it looks like 4/8, they sold a bunch of trunk for elephant. And then it looks like 4/13, the day after the exploit, they bought 25 billion more elephant. So again, another holder that obviously understands the protocol very well. You can tell by their transactions. Another holder that's convicted, that's not selling, that's using this as an opportunity. Like me, I'm doing the same thing. I'm not a whale by any means, but I've got a large portion of my portfolio invested in elephant. I've got 10 billion elephant and I've got 500 trunk. That's a pretty big chunk of this little minnow's wallet. So, I've done my research. I believe in the project. I believe in BT's experience and his, the work that he can do. So anyway, guys, I hope you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching to the end. Please give me a like, hit that subscribe button. Let me know any questions if you've got any questions about how to do whale watching. I think it's super important for people to know how to look this up and kind of see what the different big holders in their projects are doing. But anyway, that's all I got, guys. Farewell till next time.